All right, well, what's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Scribbles, the artist and crocheter behind Eclectic Scribbles, and we are starting a brand new video. In today's video, we are continuing our convention prep, our artwork, our plushie making, all of the things that I've got to get done this week. We're going to continue to do. We are just picking up exactly 2 minutes later where we left off with the last com prep video. So I am in the process now of letting my Apple Pencil and my iPad charge. I've got things going over on my 3D printer. We started setting up our 6-foot table. I need to figure out exactly how and where I want everything to sit on this. So while everything is charging, before I can go back into sketch mode, I am going to put up my 2 sticker sheet shelving units and figure out how our new sticker sheets are going to fit into the booth. And we are going to move on from there as far as com prep. So I'm going to go and put those together, and then we will pick back up after that. Okay, friends, so we are going to look past all of this mess right here because I've got like 500 things stacked up and I'm making an absolute mess. But that's got like my stickers and bookmarks and stuff in it, and so I just had it out to try and get all of this stuff. All of this over here is new sticker sheets, and they fit perfectly over here. So this is all of the ones that we just got made that were not reorders, so we're not duplicates. So we had 24 new vinyl sheets to go onto the table, which is exactly how many fits in one of these things. Then we had a couple of restocks, so I had to do the axolotls, the antisocial, and the apples is what we did for those 3. So the antisocial, let's start over. So for the remakes, I did the axolotls, the apples, and the antisocial friends up there, and everything else was a pattern that, or was a sticker sheet that I've already got. My brain is not braining at the moment. I also went through and I put up all of the bookmarks that I currently have in stock so that I could see what we're working with and see if there's anything that I want to change there. And there is a couple that I think that I want to tweak a little bit, so I will get into doing that. And I had made a new bookmark, which was I like big books and I cannot lie, with Toasty showing his butt off in that one. And so we'll have to figure out in what place that one is going to go, because obviously I've got pretty much everything up there. I think I'm going to do like menu style for the washi tapes instead of putting them out. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to run out of space on my things. So some things are going to be like menu style items, and the bulk of the stickers and the bookmarks and stuff are going to be grab what you want. So all of the prints, mini prints and large prints, are going to be I'll get them for you. I think that I'm also going to do that with the washi tapes so that I have some room to play with on my table still. I really like the idea of having my portfolio up there with some of the older designs, but I'm just not sure it's going to fit anywhere at the moment. I'm also not sure about how many stickers I want on the table. So when we have a big enough booth, I will absolutely just take my sticker wall, which is perfectly fine, and what I'm going to be doing for March. I just have to change out a couple of the stickers that are fan art. But when I'm just at an Artist Alley table, I am going to only be setting out a set number of stickers. So it's just going to be my best selling stickers when I do that. I'm just trying to figure out how many I want that to be. Do I want 2 or do I want 1? So let's go look at something real quick. All right, so first up, we'll look at my wall here. And outside of this bottom row, everything else on here is an original character, and we've got a few that sort of overlap the top, so we've definitely got more than we could possibly have in. I think we could still fill up the bottom row with just the things that need to be restocked on this, and we could also, and the ones we pull down from here. But this thing has 30, how many? 7 times 6 is 36. This thing has 36 pockets on it, and we don't have 36 slots in our sticker holder. So let me show you that. All right, here is our sticker holder, and in our sticker holder, we have 20 slots available. So we would literally need both sticker holders here. I did print out 2. I would need both sticker holders here in order to house the stickers that we had before and house the new stickers that we just got. So we've got 7 stickers. 5 or 6 are new designs because we did have a space originally for the fuck off sticker, and we do have a space for this. So we're still going to be really, really tight on space if I add the second sticker holder in. But then we need to move this mystery sticker pack somewhere else. And now that I am not doing the washi tapes, I have a spot available over there. But if I use the spots over there, I don't love how when I put my portfolio here, it sort of covers up the sticker sheet. So we're going to have to work on what we're doing with that as well. I'm a little undecided as to whether or not I want to add the little thing here and just make it all the way across here. So we'll have to see about that as well. Yeah, I'm having some issues. I can't put the stickers over here because the card covers are in the way, and this would cover up that bottom row of card covers. So, I mean, I guess we could take some card covers out and cover it up, but I don't know. And I'm trying to think of what else we need to put on the table. I think I run into a maximalist problem as well. Hold on. So I tend to think that if I don't put out absolutely everything, then not everybody's going to find the thing that they want, which is also not the case because people can get overloaded and overstimulated by the amount of things that they see as well. And then oh my God, that hurt, Bubba. And your foot was dirty. Oh my God. They're trying to drive me crazy. Bubba just got dirt all over me. Now I look like I shit my pants, Bubba. Okay. Anyways, they can get overstimulated and fall into decision paralysis as well and then just walk away. So less is sometimes a little bit more, and I need to find the balance of the less is more aspect. I'm going to put together the second sticker thing and just see how the setup looks with 2, and then we'll determine if we want to just take the best sellers or if we want 2 to sit there. I also need to figure out what I want to sit there if we're in a big booth and we are not taking that and we're taking the sticker wall instead. So that's the other issue I run into. So what would we switch it out with if the stickers aren't there? So many decisions to make. All right, I'm going to go and play around with this setup and put the second sticker, make a sticker thing together, and then we'll see what we end up with and figure out where to go from there. Alright friends, so now we are at the point where I have restocked all of my stickers, and I put 10 of each in this so that it is not overstocked, and then I put all of my back stock that we'll have at the table in this little organizer. I will link the organizers, And then I put all my fan art and all of my overstock, like all the rest of the stuff that, you know, is just too much to put in here for a single show. I put those in there. So that's one that stays here. And now I can take this down, and these are all ready to go for the coming show. And I can wrap them up. Now I need to do the same thing for all of my sticker sheets. I need to go through every single sticker sheet, and I need to get out 10 of each of those to put in the actual setup, and then set up my back stock for those as well. But these are all neat as you please and ready to go. And that is one thing that is actually finished. I took pictures of the organization that I set up in the 2 sticker folders so that I would have a reference as to what stickers I'm going to put up in the sticker holders. And this I can file away as finished. Now I'm going to do the sticker sheets. Okay, so now I've got all of my sticker sheets, 10 of each of the 48 designs that go out on the table in this thing. I still need to do backstock for like when the 10 run out. I just don't like sticking too many on there because sometimes they get a little warped depending upon how humid the actual convention is. The last 2 conventions that I did were super humid, and so it caused my sticker sheets to curl. They're vinyl, I mean, so they're going to be fine, but the stickers themselves are not designed to stay stuck to the back of the sticker sheet because it's just sticker backer paper. And therefore, when it curls too much, they start to look like they're peeling up from the edges, and I don't like that. So I don't like having like a crazy amount out on the table, and I will go through and I will make a secondary pile, and I'll have to put them in a different thing, probably this one right here. So because this is now full with all of my sticker back stock and with the actual sticker sheets that go on the table. So I need to start using this one for the rest of the stuff, but I need to do like mystery packs, and I need to do a couple of other things as well. So it'll be fine that I need to move into a second container for that. I do need to take a little bit of a break. It is 5:55 and I need to go in and feed the lizards, make sure the cat's bowl still has food in it, go feed these 2, and probably me. Yeah, probably me too. You know, might as well feed me. And then I'll probably sketch for the rest of the evening. So I will come back tomorrow and let you know what, if anything, I got done. I'm a little bit tired, so that little bit of whatever I get done might be a very little bit. I might come back tomorrow and say I didn't get anything done. So we'll see what happens. Okay, friends, welcome to Wednesday. So when we left off yesterday, I was telling you I may come back and say I did nothing. I did stuff, so that's good. I worked on some bookmarks because I was looking over at my bookmarks over there, and I was like, okay, there's a couple in there that aren't my favorite, and there's a couple in there that are like older versions of the designs that and the characters that don't really fit into their current design anymore. So I was going to revamp a couple of those, and let me see if I can't pull them up here. All right, so here is the I Like Big Books and I Cannot Lie sticker sheet bookmark with Toasty on it. That is a completely new design. And then we've got The Book Is Always Better. Let me grab the original version of it. All right, so this is the original design of The Book Is Always Better. It had Sprout down here with this big twirly thing, and Sprout used to have like a big thick chunky sprout that came out of it, and the leaf and everything. This is not what Sprout looks like anymore. Sprout has gone through a couple of iterations, so we took Sprout out and I fixed the bookshelf, and now the bookshelf looks like this, and our little Gingy cat is in there instead. So we took Sprout out, we put Gingy in, I edited a couple of other little things, and this is what the new bookmark looks like. Let's talk about some of the other bookmarks and where they stand right now and what I want to do with those. So you saw the new one, I Like Big Books and I Cannot Lie. That one is good. Then we have this bookshelf one right here that we've had for a while. It's not a great seller. I don't love it. Sorry about the glare, but I don't love it. It's got the newer-ish designs on it, but it's very simplistic and it's just not my favorite. So I think I'm going to be taking this one down and revamping it. Next up, here's one that we're going to keep. The little toasty with the sakura flowers. I think this one is really pretty. It doesn't get a whole lot of love, but I do really still enjoy this bookmark. So we're going to keep that one there for now. This one is relatively new. This is from the Halloween season. Ugh, the glare. I'm sorry, but I don't want to take it out of the packaging. So this was the Crow and the Bats from the Halloween season. Love it. This one was the Ghosties in the Mushroom Forest. This one does really well, actually. I like this one. So we're keeping it. This is the To Be Continued bookmark, which has just got some little fuzzy bees on it and the honeycombs or whatever. That one does pretty well. I like it. We're going to keep it. My favorite is that Smut monster down the bottom. This one is my best-selling bookmark. We love her. We're going to keep her. This one I don't really love. It doesn't really fit in with anything else, and so I think we're going to replace this one with something else. And then this one is Sprout in iteration number 2, where we've moved over to the thinner sprout coming out, like the little bean sprout coming out of the top of it. But this is still the older design. So this is Sprout's like original eyeballs, to where it was all connected instead of being like the squirts. The squirts don't look like this anymore either. I like the theme of this bookmark, but I think I'm going to change out all the characters and then put the leaves back, because I do really like the leaves and I like the color of this bookmark. I just need to update the characters. So this one is going to get a little bit of an upgrade as well. And then I have got this one, which is Toasty sitting on a stack of books that I did last night. So that one is all good to go. And then I did one with, or started working on one with Sprout and a stack of books. So that one is still in the works. And I think what I'm going to do, I don't know if I'm going to continue doing the magnetic bookmarks. So we'll have to wait and see about that. The wood bookmarks, I think I'm going to keep for right now. And I'm just going to sell out the ones that I still have. I do want to do some new wood designs, because I think that those are really fun. So we might work on a couple of those. And then I have a ghost bookmark that's translucent, or that one is completely transparent pretty much. We're going to keep that one for now. Let me grab it. So here is that one. You can't even see it because, because of the glare. Okay. Can you? Anyway, it's a ghost with a book. It's for spooky books or whatever, just people who like ghosties. But it's just a little ghost with a book, and it's transparent, and it's... So I did that. I got some work done on that. I put a brim on a Jester hat, which is good. And that was basically it. That was my evening. I edited the video for day after tomorrow, for Friday, yesterday. And now I need to take and make the sticker sheet for my Patreon. So what I'm going to do, I think I've decided, is I'm going to take some of the elements off the print, the way that those characters are interacting with the different animals and some of those animals, and then I'm going to plop those onto a sticker sheet, and that way they go perfectly with the print for the month. And I think I really like, here's the finished print in case you didn't see it before. I really like how Toasty is playing with the little chicken like on his back, and I love that you can see the little butt cheeks, because if we know me, we know I love a butt cheek. So I think that is what I'm going to turn into the wallpaper, like the phone background or whatever. Then I just need to figure out what I want to do for the actual coloring sheet, because the coloring sheet, or just the line art of the petting zoo, I don't think is going to work for the coloring sheet, because the coloring sheet is like 4x6 and that is a square design. So it would be really off if we tried to make that the coloring sheet. So I think what I'm going to do is pick out a different element from that and make a coloring sheet based off of something slightly different. That's where we stand. I need to get those things done before I start working on this again and trying to figure out where everything goes. So we'll work on that a little later this week, but we need to bust out these things for Patreon first because they happen before the rest of the stuff happens. We're probably also going to be starting the platypus pattern tonight. I will update you guys on that in that process video. Okay guys, it is 2:45. I just finished up everything that I need. So I have got my sticker sheet done. I have got I'll put them up beside of me. I've got the sticker sheet done. I've got the print done. I've got the wallpaper done. The main coloring page that's going to go with everybody is done. And now what do I need? I need a freebie coloring sheet. Oh, and I did the calendar page that is just a printable for people to download. I do it just a basic calendar page every month to go with it. It's nothing special. It's just a calendar page that you can print out and download, or download and print out in that order, whatever order you want to do it in. But okay, so the only thing that I need left is a freebie coloring sheet, which I will probably just turn something into one of the little illustrations that I already have. I'll probably turn that into a freebie coloring sheet. Bubba is outside barking. I don't know why, if you can hear him. It'll probably be Toasty and the little bird. I think that that's like the main image for this month. So yeah. Now I need to take pictures of my little squirrel. I need to redo my squirrel to make sure that the pattern is okay. I need to edit the pattern. I need to do the platypus pattern. So that is all I have still to do on Patreon rewards. I'm going to put up a post later today about Patreon's theme for April so that we can start deciding on a theme for that. I'm going to go back to working on this. I need to start planning out everything, where it's going to be, where it's going to go, and get everything straightened up for that. So I'm going to work on this for a little bit, and then I will move inside later. Hey, guess what? It's 8 o'clock. Oops. I had to run out and get crickets and roaches because I buy those now because that's the life that I'm living. Anyways, you want to see Cinder and Ember? I just took some pictures of them when I fed them. So here's Cinder and Ember. Cinder has had a rough day. He's having a bad skin day. He is he shed from the tip of his nose like all the way down to the start of his tail. So I've got a couple of good pictures of him with just his skin just hanging off of his head and his back. It's so funny. Anyway, so there's them. But yeah, I had to go get them some crickets because my order is not going to be here until tomorrow, and I ran out of decent sized crickets for them. All I have was small crickets left, and they're just like just not even worth the energy to eat those. Okay. So they like the big crickets. I placed a humongous order for bookmarks. Got print. You need to lower your shipping costs. What the actual hello dookie balls was that? And that was discounted, and I still paid $50 in shipping. It does not cost $50 to ship things, Scott Print. Get it together, okay? It was an enormous bill for some freaking bookmarks. They don't weigh anything. They don't weigh that much, and I spent $50 just in shipping. Anyways, I ordered 8 bookmarks. So we have got the ones that I was telling you about, the ones that I revamped, and then I still have to redesign a couple, and then we'll worry about those later. But hopefully these will be here just in time for the show next weekend. If not, I still have plenty of bookmarks for next weekend. They will be here by the time we go to DC and OsaCon the weekend after. I ordered them on like the higher quality paper. I ordered the 16-point premium matte paper. So I think like 14 point is their standard, but it comes either regular or uncoated. And I wanted the premium matte, which is apparently a little bit better for bookmarks. So I upgraded to the premium matte. And yeah, now I've got 800 bookmarks. So go buy a bookmark. Now I need to sell some bookmarks because I've been making these in-house just here on my paper. And so now we're getting them printed. But anyways, yeah, got print. Work on your shipping costs. That was ridiculous. That was insanity. Anyways, I'm going to go inside and crochet for a bit. It's already getting late, but I had an idea and I wanted to test it out. So I'm going to go and run in there, and I will see you guys in the morning, and I will let you know what I got up to in there and what I was able to finish up. I do need to finish up like 2 jester hats that I put the brims on, and now I need to put the little dangly items on the edges of the hat. Do that, hopefully, and make the thing that I want to make and see how that works out. And then I'll come back tomorrow and I'll let you know how it goes. I'm not trying to be secretive. I just don't want to tell you what it is in case it doesn't work out. Which very much happens to me. So I'll let you know when it does work out. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. We got some Amazon packages in. Let's see what we ordered. Ordered a bunch of shit for conventions yesterday. And some of it got delivered first thing this morning. Organza bags. Oh, these are a lot bigger than I thought they were. We're just going to have to make them work. But these are going to be too big. I think I was using a much smaller bag. Okay. Anyways, that was like $5. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I may have to order some different ones. Let's see what's in this bag. We have labels for my thermal printer. We have labels. These are square. I thought that the square surface might be better for like the mystery packs. I haven't decided yet, but I got some squares. Rectangles. I got rectangles. What is going on with me lately? Like, what the hell? I can't math. Oh my God. I left that part in the video because it made me laugh so hard. When I said 7 times 6 is 36, I looked up. I was like, bitch, no, it's not. It absolutely is not. It never has been. What the hell was that? I was like, yep, no, I'm just leaving it in. I'm leaving it in and calling myself crazy because that's exactly what happened. My whole brain just glitched out. I'm good at math. I am. Not yesterday or whatever day that was. Anyways, we have some purple, bigger rectangles for actual labels to go on some of the bigger packages. I needed to order some more tassels for our wooden bookmarks. We do need to make some wooden bookmarks, but that is a whole other situation. We needed some new tassels because we were running out of all of the really pretty colors. Magnets for magnetic bookmarks. Did I order 2 different types? We have got tassels for dates. Did I order 2 sets of tassels? I mean, obviously I did, but I didn't realize that I did. Good job, Scribbles. Way to go shopping yesterday. Fantastic job you did there. What is this? Are these my purple rectangles? These might be my purple rectangles. These should be the 4x6 labels, maybe, for the front of envelopes. Yes, yes, yes. Purple 4x6 labels. I'm running out of 4x6 labels, so I just did purple. Purple. Oh, they're pretty. So pretty. Okay, so that's what we got right now. I've got some more things that are coming. Some today, some tomorrow, and some Saturday, I think. Let me show you what got done last night. So I told you that I had put the brims, the ribbing, on a couple of jester hats. Well, here is the first one. This one's got little hearts dangling from it. Little hearts. This is a purple one. I have another purple one. I just have to put the brim on and then put the little attachments on as well. And then this one is like grays with little hints of purple in it and then black. And I think that that came out really nice. And it has got 1 heart and 1 star on it. I thought that that was fun. And then the thing that I wanted to see if it was going to work out last night is this guy. I took my dragon snuggler pattern, put my pellets in it, and made it a weighted dragon. It's nice and it's hefty in comparison to the other dragons. I also put this one has the hand painted safety eyes on it. Love. So now we have a splooty dragon. I did the tail a little bit differently as well too, and I put spots all down its back because I thought that that was fun. And I've told you I'm not really into like the bulk making things anymore, but I do love dragons and I do love making my dragons, so I am just customizing them in different ways. But yeah, I put spots all down this one's back, and this one's got my poly pellets in it, and I stinking love it as a knot snuggler. So if you have my dragon pattern, you can stuff it. It says in the pattern you can stuff it and make a regular splooty pattern, and it comes out absolutely fine that way. The body shape is meant to do either. And then you can customize the little tail flaps however you want. Well, the little tail fins however you want. But I absolutely love how this guy came out. And I'm going to make some more, but not tonight. We're going to have to do dragons next week because tonight I need to start on the platypus. So that is a top priority for this weekend, is to get the platypus designed. But the dragon, I love, came out great, and that worked out really, really nicely. I super overstuffed this body at first. I was like, yeah, let's just shove as many poly pellets in there as we can. Yeah, that doesn't work as well, but it's so, can you hear that? It's so squishy now, and you can just, yeah, I like that. I like that. Anyway, so that's what I was working on last night. I knew I didn't have enough time to like really get started on the platypus and making that design, so I went with something familiar, something I know, and something that I know will sell well. So that's what we did. Those are the makes that I got done last night. I need to find the screws that go to my walls, my sticker wall, and my other like standing cabinet. At the moment, I don't exactly know where they're at, so I'm gonna have to find those sometime today. But I still need to do some arts and stuff and get some more pieces done. So I'm sort of taking stock of where I'm at and what all I need to get done. And I'll update you as I go along. But look at what else I made. Look at what I made. Hey, whip your phone out and tell me if this works. Whip your phone out and tell me if it works. Anyways, I printed out a 3D QR code for my Instagram, and I want to do one for my YouTube as well. So I'm going to see if this thing actually works. Let's see. Let's find out together. I did it. It did work. It did work. My thing is just stupid. That's so fun. Anyways, so I've got a little Instagram thing here, and I want to do a YouTube one too. So we'll see. I was thinking about doing one for TikTok too, but I don't, anyway. I think I'm going to put those up right above where the stickers are right now. Okay, friends, I've been a little bit busy doing some things this morning. I just labeled all of the hats that I have. I put them on my point of sale system. I gave them tags, printed their barcodes, priced them out, done all of that stuff. Now I'm moving on to mystery packs real quick. I'm going to make some mystery packs for my sticker machine here, and then I want to make sure that it works. So for these mystery packs, I'm going to do 3 fan arts, 2 OCs. And so here's an example. Oh no. Oh, please. Here's an example of 5 stickers that you would find in the pack. So for fan art, I put in a Pinky and the Brain, a Pochita, and a Bulbasaur. And then we've got a Griffin here for the OCs and our pink mushroom character. I've got my little things sitting in front of me, my little organizer, the gray things back there with all of my back stock in it. And I'm just picking some things out at random. And then I'm going to plop them into one of these little glassine bags. I need to make sure that it works. And before we waste a label, we're going to see if it actually works. So I'm going to plop the top off of this. I don't know if it has to be 4 by 6 in order to work. Oh, so we're going to put that right there. And we're going to find out. We're going to find out if it works. Uh-oh, that didn't work at all. This is why we test things. This is why we test things in order to work. Does it have to be there? Is that where it needs to be? This doesn't appear to be doing anything. All right, so that is where the problem was. Okay, I finally got it to move. All right, I got to figure this out. Okay, so I've added a 3rd row of panels up here to the top of this, and I printed out the character like name cards for each of the characters. So there's 8 of them over here, and then I think we're at 13 total now. So there's 12 and 13, and then we've got more characters to come, so we'll just fill this out as we go, and then once I get to a point where I've got more than that, we will revisit this plan. But this will give people something to reference as far as that fan is going to drive me crazy, far as the characters themselves, who they are, what they represent, and yeah, so, and what their names are, so that when they're looking down at the sticker sheets, they can see what's going on. Okay, and then I have taken the newest and more popular prints and determined which ones are going to stay with us and which ones are not going to go back up there. So we've got 12 spots available, and down here we have got 5 different prints. We've got the fuck off print, we've got the thinking of you voodoo doll, we've got the today the fuck out of me, kick today in the dick, and be nice to yourself, you dumb bitch. And then we've got the not today Satan, maybe today Satan, yes Satan, that print as well. That one is relatively new, so we're going to keep that one for now, which means we have 6 total, and we need to replace 6 prints up at the top. We've got to have 6. So I'm thinking we will take the Burnout But Still Optimistic, the It's All Shits and Giggles print, and the Not Friendly print, and use those. That's 3 of the 6. And then some of the things that we've been working on, hopefully I can add in as well. So what I'm thinking is we will take and we did Zillia's house, which is the mushroom house. I think that one would be cute. So that will give us another one. That's 4. It's 4. We need 2 more prints after that. I have the petting zoo that we just did. We might be able to add the petting zoo up there, which would be 5. And then I'm currently working on Tiara's house. We could add that one, or we could add the maypole, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to like showcase that one up there, or if I wanted to make that one a smaller print. So I'm going to see what else I can get done in the meantime. We also have the option to turn Willa's spring stall into a print, but I don't know if I want to do that ahead of actually releasing it for the spring update. So that's the other thing. And the maypole is part of the spring update as well. So I'm thinking I want to hold those for now. And the only other print that I have that's fairly recent was very winter inspired. It was the Yuletide sticker sheet. I don't think I want to do the Northern Lights one as a large as a large print. I really don't, because we changed up the design for the girl in that one. So she's not one of the characters that we use currently. So I need to go through and figure out exactly what we're going to be doing. Maybe I can finish up Ciara's house by the time we're done. And then how many more would I need? So if we've got 6, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if we include the petting zoo, which by the time March rolls around, which it's March's Patreon print, and it's not available in the big option for Patreon. It just comes in the small option. So if we do a big option for it, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not sold on that idea, because I kind of like it to be available for the month through Patreon before it gets released anywhere else, including in-person events. So I'm going to have to go through and see what I can't figure out as far as prints are concerned, and see if we can't bust one or two more out in the meantime. Like, or because those are all sassy prints, do we want all sassy prints to go up at the top? And if so, then that means I need three more sayings, like three more funny sayings, because burnt out, shits and giggles, and not friendly would all fit into the aesthetic up there at the top. So does the not today, the bigger print, as well as these right here. So do we want to have like the themed prints at the top, the large prints, be the sassy prints, and then have our regular prints down the bottom? That's an option. I don't know what I'm doing. I did make a big list about what I wanted to do. I need to go over there and change out and put a new file in my 3D printer. I am doing the checkout stand, but in this color purple. And then because I had it in a darker color and I wanted it to match everything else, so I'm working on that right now. I can't get this thing to work. It only works the sticker cutter thingy thing whatever. It only works with prints. So I am thinking about putting some coloring sheets in it, some 4x6 coloring sheets, but that means I would have to go and find some different paper, because this is 4.5 by 6.5 and it's not going to fit in there. So I don't know. We're going to have to set him to the side for right now, because I don't have time to figure that out. But I did make a list of all the things that I still need to do in order to be ready to go next weekend. And there's a lot of stuff. I've got some new plastic containers coming tomorrow, which I kind of hate, but I want to try to put a large or a tall plastic container in between these two sticker things right there at the bottom, that will hold possibly stickers. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what it looks like when it comes tomorrow as to whether or not it's going to fit in that space. I'm not 100% sold on the purple sticker things over here for a 6-foot table, and that's only because so many of my stickers have words on them and the words are getting cut off. So using the taller stand, I'm hoping is going to stand them up a little bit more clear for when I have a 6-foot table. We're going to find out. But because they're the clear plastic, like the ones that I use for my my notepads and washi tapes anyways, I think that the words won't be covered up. We're going to find out tomorrow. It's supposed to be delivered between 4 and 8 in the morning. So we'll just come in and we'll check that tomorrow. And then I ordered some more small, like 3x6 treat bags in purple, the flat treat bags. And then I'm going to put the mystery sticker packs in that. So I thought the second one could definitely hold the mystery sticker pack. So we'll see how those work out tomorrow. If I really like them, then I might order one more and have 2 for the stickers, and 1 down here holding the bigger items, which would be mystery packs and probably notepads, because I do want to start making some bigger notepads in addition to the sticky notes. And then the smaller one will go over there on the side where it has been, and it will hold the sticky notes and the washi tape, and then the checkout stand will be where the checkout stand normally is. I think that's where I've landed on how I want this setup to go, but we're going to make sure everything fits tomorrow. I also need to print out my other signs for this, because they're going to go up there. The only downside to this setup is I don't think we're going to have room to put the desk mat up. I may have to like fashion a way to put it somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know if we can put it somewhere else. We'll find out. But using that open space for signage is probably going to be the way that I go for that. And then find somewhere else to put the actual thing. I need to make whatever prints I decide. I need to print out small and large prints. I need to pack up the notebooks. I've got 3 plushies over here. The 2 winged creatures, well, one of them doesn't have wings, one of them does have wings, and that 1 mushroom, I need to embellish those before I go. They're already labeled and barcoded and priced, but I need to embellish them before I pack them up and get ready to go. I need to check and make my minis to restock my minis for the coming month, or at least the next convention, because I know I'm probably running low on a few of those. So I need to figure out what I need. I've got a couple of other things that I want to make, including a couple more of the weighted dragons. So we'll see how that goes. And then I have to wait for my new bookmarks to get here and package them up as well. So I get to mark one thing off my list right now, which was to make those character cards and put them on the setup. So I'm going to check that off. I think I'm going to sketch. I'm going to go find some sassy quotes I think that I like. And I think we may lean into the funny sayings. I think we might lean into the funny sayings as what goes on the top, which means I need to make 3 more. I need to go find some funny sayings. Okay, I'm going to do that. All right, good morning, friends. Did I put my same favorite sweatshirt back on today? Yes, yes, I did. Are we going to comment on it? No, no, we are not. It's the most comfortable. And it's the only one that I have that's like just a dress on me. I mean, probably because it's Mr. Scribbles' sweatshirt and not technically my sweatshirt. But it's just so gigantic and blobby, and I need it. I just want to be a blobby today. Oh my goodness. These are nice. Oh shit. I didn't think they were going to be that big. Now I don't know where to put them. These are a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be, but that's going to be perfect. I'm going to tell you why I have this big purple blob in a minute, but let me get this other box open and out of the way. Of course, it's in a third box. Why wouldn't it be in a third box? This should be our 2 sets of acrylic risers. It is. Okay, so each one is in its own little bag. So these are the taller, bigger version of the ones that I already have, which is good. They're not as big as I thought they were going to be. I'm going to have to see if they're going to work out. I thought they'd be taller. I think they're still okay, but I thought they'd be taller. So we'll set these up in a minute, and let me show you the bags that I got. Why do you put them in a bag if you aren't going to use the zipper that the bag, or the closure that the bag comes with, but just tape the bag shut? Then what is the purpose of the bag with the closure on it? Huh? Huh? Answer me that. Now I'm just fighting with tape for no reason. Okay, now they're in here tied together. I just want one. I just want one of you out. I ordered more tanks yesterday too. That's what those 3 boxes are. Those are tanks for my minis. I did go in last night and sort my minis. Sit up straight. I went inside and sorted my minis, so I know what minis I need to make. I got these bags for bigger purchases at my booth. Again, I'm trying to go away from plastic, so I thought reusable could be really nice. And purple would match my aesthetic, and I think, okay, so my plushies are not for everybody. I'm fully aware of that fact. These are cute. That's cute. Is that the big one or is that the small? These have to be the small ones. I ordered 2 different sizes. I ordered a small and a big. This better not be the big size, because if this is the big size, it is not going to fit my big couple of plushes. Anyways, we'll see. This, I bet this is the big one. See? They go in there nicely. Can people see the plushie inside? No. But is that an issue? Also no, because I don't care. What I was saying was I'm fully aware that my plushies are not for everybody. I am of the mind, and you're probably going to hear this in an upcoming video because I'm going to do a hot takes video, but we'll talk about it here because not everybody's going to see this video. And I'm just going to repeat myself. But I am of the mind that crochet is a labor. It is a skilled labor, and you should be charging an amount of money suited to the amount of labor that you do for your plush, okay? And I don't know what that dollar amount for you is. I have been crocheting for over 30 years, and I am not going to go below $20 an hour for my personal self. But that doesn't mean that a $10 an hour price tag on somebody who's brand new to crocheting, you know, isn't reasonable. Is it a living wage? No, it's not, but it might be reasonable considering your skill level. So I understand that when it comes to pricing plushies, my plushies are more expensive than most other people's plushies because of everything that goes into my pricing. So my plushies are not for everybody. My plushies, like these guys, are what I would consider a collectible and not a just standard give it to your child plush. That's not what I'm designing these for. These are to set about like a stuffed animal and to look at. These aren't necessarily for kids. That's not my market. That's not who I'm making these for. I'm making these for people who really enjoy like a plush and not are looking for something just to play with. So I wanted to have that also reflected in the packaging that goes with them. And so I thought I would use some reusable bags. And I found these cute ones. They're purple. Oh, they're sparkly. I can still put my thermal label on this, and it's easy to pull off. So you can still pull the thermal label off and reuse this. But yeah, I figured I would brand this up a little bit, and this would feel a little bit more, you know, worth it when you paid, you know, a little bit extra for buying one of my plushies. I got two sizes. I got the smaller size, and I got a bigger size. And honestly, I don't know which one this is. I'm starting to think that this is the bigger size, which is not going to fit the Moonkeeper or like my Forest Guardian, but it will fit pretty much everybody else. So it'll still work out. Sit that down there. Now I just have to figure out what I'm going to put that in to carry those with me, because that is a lot. I think they came in a pack of 80. I'll link them. Something like that. Something like that. And then we'll set up the acrylic risers in just a minute. I'm just getting started for the day. I've got a couple of things that I need to do. Obviously, I need to do my normal morning stuff. I need to check my emails. I need to do all the things. So I'm going to get started on that, and then I'll just come back and I'll check in with you when I've got the risers set up and I've gotten a couple of things done this morning. All right, friends, we are about to bring this day to a close, but I finished the three prints that I wanted to get done. I finished. So one of them says, what do they say? Oh God, I forgot. It's been an interesting afternoon. Okay, so the first one, it says, I'm here, but at what cost? So I thought that would be great for like a workplace or something like that. And it's Thicket, who has dropped his coffee, and is just like, whatever. And then the second one is Dear Autocorrect. It's never duck. It's never duck. So me. It corrects me and says duck all the time. I have never said duck in a text ever on purpose. Anyways, so that is that one. And then the third one is me right this very second. And that is on my way to a Mint TV. Just on my way over there to a Mint TV. Anyways, that's where we're going. That's where we're headed. So I am printing out all of the leftover connectors and stuff that I needed. And I'm looking for so I decided, because of the thickness of the clear things and because of the thickness, in case I choose to use the purple ones, I am going to go all the way across with my shelf. So I needed to switch up my connectors a teeny weeny bit and print a couple more. And so the ones at the bottom of my window, they have the little cutout in the corner, and then I need it to have all four of these pieces. So it's got to go up, across, and down. It's got to have all four of these pieces, but then it's got to have one cut out. And so I saw one in there, which everything else that they've done has a mirror image. And so I sent him a message on Instagram that says, and I talk to people in text, in writing, how I talk to people right here. Like, this is what we're doing. That's how I sound in text. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I sent the first message. Hey, I bought your connectors. Love them. But I need the mirror image for this specific one. And then I didn't tell them what one it was. Okay, so then I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even say which one it was. Which one is it? And then I had to go find which one it is that I'm like, hey, it's this one in the file under this name. I forgot to put that in the first message. Okay, that was message number 2. And then I got to looking, and I'm like, oh my God, you're dumb. Scribbles, you're dumb. I'm like, do you just have to turn it to make the little edge piece go in the position that you want? Because this side of it, the side with the connectors, is the same because all 4 of them are there, no matter which way you turn it. So all you have to do is rotate the piece to get the little triangle cutout bit in the position that you want it. So then I'm like, wait, am I stupid? This is what the message is. This is the actual message, the third message to this person. Hold on, let me get it. I was sitting there looking at it, and I said, wait, am I stupid? Do I just need to turn the thing? Oh my God, never mind. Laughy face. It's literally all I need to do is just rotate the bitch. The little triangle cutout piece will go wherever I want it to. I'm so done. I am so mentally fried. It is not even funny. So I said this in the last video, or one of the last videos. Who knows when I said it anymore. But we're in the process. I'm going into the busiest month of my year. March is the busiest month I have every single year. And on top of that, this year, my husband's like, I want to be in my own trucking business. I want to have my own business. And you know what month we're going to do it in? Fucking March. I'm never going to do it in March. Because who doesn't need that? And by the way, my husband is... What is it called? A troglodyte or something like that. Well, I don't know. I don't have the mental capacity to dig into my word library, but a Luddite. Is it a Luddite? What's a troglodyte? I think that's something else. Luddite? I think the word that I'm searching for is Luddite. Anyway, somebody who's not fucking tech savvy or business savvy. So this is the first time he has ever set up a trucking business. Is definitely the first time I've ever tried to set up a trucking business, and so I'm trying to run my business going into the busiest month of my year in its entirety and try to figure out and learn the ins and outs of setting up a full-fledged long-distance trucking business in my spare time. I don't know where a spare time came from, because I surely don't have any. It's just, I'm losing it. I'm freaking losing it. Anyways, that's how my day's going. I did. I typed, wait, I typed this to a stranger. I typed that to a stranger. They could have just, okay, the first message, second message, I had to specify the piece. I could have stopped the conversation there. I could have just stopped. And then they could have rolled their eyes in their own head behind a computer screen and said, you just need to turn the thing, sweetie. And then I've been, oh, I am dumb. I am dumb. But no. I have to go, wait a minute. Am I stupid? Do I just need to turn the thing? Oh my God. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I've done. My printer is having a heart attack. My printer does this. I print out all of my prints, large and small, on like a presentation paper. So it's a little bit thicker paper. And while I can get a good 20 or so prints out of my printer, no problemo, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Once we get to about 25, she's like, bitch, you need to slow down. And it just stops feeding the paper into the printer without going, there's no paper in there. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. And so I got the bulk of my new prints printed out. I'll have to check the stock that I have of the current prints that were up, which I think we're good on, but I will double check. But yeah, we're going to have to give her a little break, a little breather. We'll pick her back up tomorrow. Oh my God, they just saw that. They're typing back to me right now. I can't believe I'm on camera talking about this. When they just saw it. Yeah, for Edge 7, you could just turn it. Thank you. You could just turn it. Thanks for using my connectors. Thank you. I'm literally just talking about this very thing to my vlog. I feel so dumb. Oh my God. Anyways, so that's how that played out. Your feet are dirty. I can feel it through my pants that your feet are cold and wet, which means they are cold and wet and muddy because my entire backyard is a swamp. And Bubba's been sucking on your ear. Oh my God, your ear is wet because Bubba has been sucking on his ear. He's like, who, me, mother? Me? Not me. I didn't suck on his ear. Why would I suck on his ear? I don't know why they do that to this dog. Nobody sucks on anybody else's ears, but him and Gypsy both used to just suck on Whiskey's ears. They just suck on his ears. It's gross. Here, I'm down. Whiskey. Oh. Anywho, before we close this out, I was just going to show you. So we did get the actual clear risers set up. So these go up to about the third row, the top of the third row of my two big ones. And they do go up a little bit higher. You can see up there. They do go up a little bit higher than the other ones, and they cover an entire wall, an entire panel. But you can see the stickers a little bit better through those than you can these. I still like these because, especially if you're flying. Hey, Bubba. Do you need love now? Okay. You just had some, Whiskey. You just had some. No, you just had some. It's Bubba's turn. So especially if you're flying, the purple ones that you 3D print are definitely flatter and they are definitely lighter. Those fold down or disassemble really flat. But if you're in a pinch or you don't have a 3D printer, the plastic ones are really nice for that. So I put up a couple of, I've got my prints that I was cutting out sitting on that. You can never point in the right direction on a camera. Like, I'm literally pointing towards my door, but to you guys, it looks like I'm pointing to that. I'm actually touching you still, so you don't need to paw at me. Here's your brother. Hi. I know, I touched him. I touched somebody else. For 2 seconds, I've touched somebody else. How did you make it through that? But I do like these risers, so I am going to keep them. I may end up with one more. We'll see. I may get a third so that I have 2 clear for the stickers, and then I have 1 clear in between the 2 thingies for notepads, sticky notes, and mystery packs. We'll see. If you buy them in a 2-pack, it's cheaper than if you get them in the 1-pack. And I do have a second setup that I have to have sometimes, and acrylic is prone to breaking, so I may buy another 2-pack just for funsies or whatever. So we'll see. But I did lay out all of my prints except for the very last one. I've got to get it printed, and then I'm going to put them up on the things. And once I have all the connectors done, I'm going to double check that I have all the connectors that I need in order to put my table together before I disassemble the entire thing. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to pack it down. But that's going to be in next week's video or something, or the next video. Part 3 of getting ready for the busiest month of my life. Because I still have all of these things on my list. All of these things on my list to do. Although I did start packing some stuff up. I just brought my washi tape thingy over here, my washi tape sign. I need to change out some washi tapes. Actually, no, all of these are good. I need to add a second sheet for a couple of old washi tapes that I have that I want to display. So I need a second one of these printed out. But I've got the bulk of that packed. I've got 10 of each of the sticky notes packed in my box. I got to go through my prints and see what I'm keeping. So we still have a lot to do next week before we leave out on Friday. And I need to go inside tonight and design a crochet pattern. So we still got plenty of stuff to do, but I only marked off print out large prints on my thing, and we haven't finished that yet. Pack notepads. Check. I did pack them. Okay, so okay. Anyways, next week is going to be crazy, and it's going to lead into all the craziness, and we're gonna end up here. We're gonna leave off here and pick up one more time. Yeah, we're gonna pick up one more time before we head into a month full of designing patterns. And they're typing back to me again. You don't have to type back to me. I said thank you. You don't have to type back to me. Don't type. It's okay. A month of pattern designing for the 2 new patterns that will be coming with my April theme, and just studio, or not studio vlogs. We'll have a couple studio vlogs in there of me prepping between a bunch of big shows, and then we'll have 4 back-to-back Artist Alley vlogs, convention vlogs. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, but I will see you in the next video. Drop I don't know, drop something down in the comments. Tell me I'm not entirely insane. Yeah, it's not, it's they said they'd love to watch the vlog about the connectors after you post it. Sure, I'll send you the link. That's a train wreck. Anyway, I don't know. Leave me some kind of comment. I love your faces. Tell me what you think of the new prints. There's a comment that you can leave. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ding your notification bell so you're informed each and every time I upload new content. And I will see you in the next video. Love you, love you, love you. Goodbye.